Today I'm going to be sharing with you my cornrow wash day routine for extreme hair growth with rice water. Let's get into how to make this rice water. So we are starting with 1.5 cups of rice. This is plain rice from my aunt's farm actually. It is just Zambian rice. Just rinse the rice water and you can see there's just little like dirt and particles coming out. As you can see, this is not like packaged rice. And now I'm getting this warm water. You don't want boiling water. And I'm using this cup and I'm putting about 8.5 cups of water. And now it is time to add the secret ingredient of the Yao women. They use a pomelo fruit. Now, pomelo fruit is not accessible here and it's not a common fruit. So the closest thing to pomelo fruit is not actually oranges, it's actually a grapefruit. So I stored that in a dark cupboard. So this is the rice water exactly after 6 weeks. You guys can see the grapefruit peels still look pretty orange. They have kind of like darker orange spots on them in some places, but it still looks very good. There's nothing moldy. There's nothing looking greenish or whitish. It just kind of looks a little bit more orange because of the color from the grapefruit. Kind of like what happened when I fermented it for 5 days, but just a little bit more intense. And now it's time to see the magic. You just mix it up and it becomes white as milk again, just like how it was before. And that is my rice water in perfect condition. I smelt it and it literally smelled amazing, just like grapefruit. Nothing wrong, just regular rice water. I went ahead and poured some into my spray bottle. So as you saw, that was really quick and super sped up for how to make my rice water. That's because I have tons of rice water videos and I didn't feel the need to put an entire big clip with the benefits and all that. So if you'd like that, stay tuned till the end of this video. I will link my playlist that has all my rice water videos and you can check that out. So here it is in a spray bottle as usual, and I'm just spraying that on my cornrows. I'm spraying it on my scalp in all the spaces between my cornrows, and then on the actual hair, and then on the braids that are at the back of the head. Now in this situation, when your hair is in braids, it might feel like it's kind of wet at the top. You see that I keep touching my hair in between the braids to make sure that my hair absorbs as much rice water as possible. So I like it when my hair is dry because I can feel how much rice water is actually there. I try to get my hair as wet as possible, not damp, as wet as I can without it like dripping all over me. Of course it's going to drip a little bit, but it's not going to be like, soaking wet to the point where it's like dripping all over your clothes, because it actually holds really well into the hair. So I'm thoroughly spraying that all over my hair. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Angelica and I post videos twice a week on most weeks, all about growing long, healthy, natural hair and a little bit of fun stuff here and there, usually on a Friday. So if that seems interesting to you, consider subscribing. The subscription button is right down there in the corner, as well as the bell icon. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications every single time I post. Continuing on, as you can see, my hair is quite saturated, but I always remember the back of the hair. It's easy to forget the back of the hair that's under the braids because you can't really see it and you just assume it has enough product. You want to make sure you lift your braids up and spray rice water there as well. Now, of course, if you don't use rice water, you could use other things like rosemary water. I haven't used that yet. If you'd like me to make a video all about rosemary water, which is also extremely popular, let me know and I'll definitely make a video on that. But anyway, if you don't use any kinds of DIYs, you can absolutely skip this step and go straight to the shower. Or you could even do like a hot oil treatment. It is all up to you. But if you want to start in the shower, that is perfectly fine. You could just ignore this rice water step. Now, I'm also aware that I have posted a wash day routine before for my cornrows, but it's not a shampoo day routine. That one was a co-wash routine. This one is a shampoo day. And when my hair is out, I don't shampoo and use rice water in the same day. I always co-wash. But when my hair is in braids, I can get away with it. Okay, so once everything is fully absorbed and I feel like my hair is wet, I go ahead and give myself a scalp massage because, like I said, rice is beneficial for your scalp but also your hair shaft. So I want to make sure I get the maximum benefits, and a scalp massage is always the way to improve any product that you're using that's going to go on your scalp, because it stimulates hair growth, it stimulates your scalp, and it sends blood flow to that area to make sure that it sends oxygen and promotes hair growth. So once my scalp massage is fully done, I go ahead and I usually take a plastic bag or a plastic cap. I like to tie my hair at the back just to make sure that the braids aren't like falling out of the bag or leaking too much. I just flip them up so the ends are also up. Then I go ahead and put a plastic bag or plastic cap over my head and I go under heat for 20 minutes. Now on this day, it was blazing hot and there was also no power. So I just went ahead and kept it in my hair for 30 minutes with no heat, but in the bag. And here it's shower time and it is time to rinse out that rice water. Now I make sure that I rinse out every single bit of rice water. And by doing that, I'm making sure that my hair is extremely saturated before I get to the shampoo step. Now, if you have low porosity hair like me, then you know it kind of takes a while, which is why I really like the rice water step, because it kind of cuts down the amount of time it takes for my hair to get soaking wet, because the rice water has already absorbed into the hair. But nevertheless, I still douse my hair in water for like a full maybe 2 minutes to make sure that it is completely wet. And you can see now that my hair looks wet and it feels wet as well. Everything is perfectly absorbed, and now it is time for shampoo. Now you might be wondering, why are you using shampoo when you like to co-wash? By the way, I'm using the Matrix Biolage shampoo. I am using this specific one for no apparent reason. It's just that I've had it for a long time and I don't want it to expire, so I'm using it up. So I start by putting shampoo all over my hair, and the reason why I'm using shampoo on my wash day, even though I'm using rice water, is because I was oiling my hair a lot. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I've been testing out a bunch of new oils, and my favorite obsession is rosemary oil, which I'll also link in the description box below. I love rosemary oil and I've been using a lot of it. So if I want moisture to absorb into my hair, then I have to wash it up with a shampoo. If I was barely using any oils, I can get away with a co-wash. Now, you might also be thinking, if your hair is got a lot of oils on it and you have to use a shampoo to wash those off, why don't you put the rice water on your hair after you shampoo? I have been using rice water for years now, and I've had the opportunity to test it many different ways, as a final rinse after my deep conditioner, mixed in with my deep conditioner, as a pre-poo after my shampoo, so many ways. And for me, the best way has always been as a pre-poo, whether my hair has oils on it, whether it has not. Rice water works best on my hair before I do my shampoo. But that does not mean you have to use it like that. If it works best for you after your shampoo or after your deep conditioner, use it then. Just make sure that you do not leave it in. It doesn't have that much protein to the point where it can make your hair brittle, but it does have starch and that can make your hair brittle, okay? So just don't leave it in. And as you can see, I have done 2 washes of shampoo. I want to make sure that my hair is completely clean. And if you feel like your shampoo is maybe too thick and it gets stuck in between your braids, this one does not, as you can see. But if your shampoo does that, I would suggest you mix it in with water and put it like in a spray bottle or in like a squeezy bottle with a nozzle top, so that you can just squeeze that in between your braids and wash that out. But this shampoo washes perfectly fine in my hair, especially if it's soaking wet, which you should really do. It washes in between the braids. It washes out super easy. I get no problems with finding little clumps of shampoo in my hair or anything like that. In this stage, I would also like to say, please shampoo your hair as much times as it takes for it to be clean. If it takes 1 wash, do 1 wash. If it takes 4 washes, do 4 washes. Make sure your hair is clean, because clean hair thrives, a clean scalp thrives. And if your hair doesn't have oils on and build up on it, it will easily absorb product and enjoy those benefits more. So for this last wash, you can see I'm just focusing it on the actual braids at the back of my head. And because it didn't really lather up as much as I wanted to, braids don't lather as much anyway, but I know what it feels like when it's clean. So I did that final little 3rd wash at the back. And it is time to rinse that out. And again, I thoroughly rinse it out. I don't want any bits of shampoo in my hair. So I wash it out. I rinse. I just pour the water down and then I squeeze. Then I check to see if there's any water anywhere, if there's any shampoo anywhere, and then I go back and do the same thing again. So now I'm just squeezing out the excess water so that I can put in my deep conditioner, and I'm using the Joico K-Pack today. The reason why I like this deep conditioner is because it is super thin. It is like a leave-in conditioner. And I've seen a bunch of people use this as a leave-in conditioner. Just know that they have the K-Pack version that's a protein treatment. This one is the moisture treatment. So I am going to be using it like the Glam Twins today. On a regular day, I would deep condition my hair, go under heat, wash it out, and then do my leave-in conditioner. On this day, honestly, my allergies have really been acting up. They've been making me so tired and feel quite sick. So I have no energy to wash this deep conditioner out. So like the Glam Twins do, I'm going to leave this in, and this is going to be my leave-in, and it's going to be my deep conditioner and my conditioner. So like I said, you know what works for your own hair. You can test a bunch of things. If this has worked for you in the past, it has for me before. So that's why I don't mind doing it. It's never caused any damage. So I go ahead and do it. If this doesn't work for you, make sure please wash it out after maybe 10 minutes under heat. Wash it out and go ahead and do your leave-in. For me, no time, no problem. I'm putting a plastic bag over my head, and on a regular day, if I had power, I would go under heat for 30 minutes and then leave it just to air dry or wash it out if I was going to wash it out. However, like I said, there's no power on this day, so I left it in for an hour under the bag, took the cap off, and left my hair to air dry. And this is when we're oiling my hair now, and I'm using, as I mentioned earlier before, my newest obsession. It is rosemary oil, and I'm just using it with that little drop where my hair is about 85% dry at this point. So it's the perfect time to add oil. Now, I don't know if you can tell because my hair is looking a mess. I only have about 1 week left in these cornrows, and then I have to take them out. By the way, give this video a thumbs up and comment yes in the comment section below if you want me to film myself taking these braids out, because you guys seem to like that. Anyway, I'm using that dropper to put the rosemary oil all over my scalp. I'm not putting it on my hair. It's just that my hair is super frizzy. So when I put the oil in the line, it's just sitting on top of the frizz. It's not necessarily going on the braid. Again, I like to moisturize my hair during the week, so I'm making sure that I'm not focusing oil on my hair. I'm focusing it on the roots of my hair, and that's where rosemary oil thrives. Rosemary oil has so many amazing benefits, and it's one of the only DIYs or one of the only products that can compete with professional products when it comes to boosting hair growth. So I do have a full video on how to make rosemary oil and on its benefits. I'll link it in the eye right now so you can check that out if you're interested. But there's a reason why it is so loved all across the world. So once I'm done putting it on my scalp, I go ahead and put it on my hairline. I do get a few questions about this, about why I put the oil on my hairline, and I don't mind brushing it up into my edges, despite saying that I don't want oil on my actual hair. The reason is most of us wash our hair with a face wash once or twice a day. And so it's much easier to wash the product off the hair on your edges much quicker, so we can get away with adding a little bit of extra product on our hairline. So now again, it is time for a scalp massage, because if you want the maximum benefits of rosemary oil, you are going to have to do a scalp massage. I also have a fully detailed video on how to do a scalp massage, whether your hair is in braids or out, so you can watch that. But if you don't want to, you can see that I am moisturizing and not moisturizing. I am massaging my scalp only with the pads of my fingers. I fold my hair up to air dry, and that's it. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.